Hi everyone, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to this week's meal plan. Monday we're doing cheeseburgers, and instead of doing the lettuce wrap cheeseburger, I'm going to use a smart bun. And I found a smart bun a while back, and when I looked at the nutritional information, it has a net of 4 grams of carbs. So what I did this week is I went ahead and made the burgers, the cheeseburgers and the spread. And I took half of a smart bun and slathered it with garlic butter and then grilled it on a frying pan till it got kind of crisp, kind of like a grilled cheese sandwich. And then I created the cheeseburger on top of it. And just having a half of a bun or two carbs was so worth it. I'll put the link in the description box for where I purchased the smart buns. This is a non-sponsored video. And I went to Trader Joe's and I was so bummed they didn't have the bacon jam there. I wish I would have made some bacon jam, some homemade bacon jam, and put it on top of it. That's the only thing that could have made it better, you guys. I ordered these smart buns from the company, and it has 12 grams of fiber per bun. And it has 16 grams of carbs. So the net is 4 grams per top and bottom. But today we're just going to use half a bun with our cheeseburgers for 2 carbs. Pretty good. All right, smart bun. So for dinner tonight, we're having a cheeseburger on one of those smart buns, just a half of a smart bun, 2 grams of carbs. Lettuce, tomato, sauce, and avocado. Looks great. Tuesday, I'm making Tennessee hot chicken again. And I'm trying to get the crust more like a real fried chicken. So when I calculated out using half regular flour and the other half a combination of coconut flour and almond flour, I think I used a cup of coconut flour and a half a cup of almond flour and 1.5 cups of flour. That was what I did. And then put it in the buttermilk marinade, bread it in the combination of the flours, and then fried it up. OMG, so good. It was much more like a traditional fried chicken. And I made 3 whole chickens that I cut into 10 pieces apiece, so 30 pieces of chicken. It came out to about 3 grams of carb per chicken, and I didn't even use all of it. There was definitely at least a cup plus of the breading left over, but I went ahead and counted it as 3 anyway. We had it with some salad dressing, and this has like become one of our favorite low carb keto recipes, the Tennessee hot chicken. I'm making some more of that Tennessee hot chicken today. However, I'm playing around with the crust. I'm doing 3 chickens, and I cut each chicken up into 10 pieces, so that's 30 pieces of chicken. And to bread it, I'm using some flour. 1.5 cups of flour, a half a cup of almond flour, and then I used a cup of coconut flour, and then seasoned it with onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and some paprika, a little bit of cayenne pepper. And I have to say that the crust on this chicken is coming out a lot better than the last time I tried to bread it and make it keto friendly. And I also used buttermilk again this time to marinate it. And I calculated out the carbs with the buttermilk marinade and doing this crust, this breading this time. It comes out to 3 carbs per piece of chicken, which I think is going to be just fine because it's looking a lot more like traditional fried chicken. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. And I still, after doing 30 pieces of chicken, I still have a lot of this flour mixture left. So I think this is going to work. It's like you get the best of both worlds, lower carbs, and I even spilt some on the counter. I mean, it's plenty to do 30 pieces of chicken. And even if you count points for the whole thing, even though you didn't use it all, it's still, I think, friendly enough that it's going to work and have really good fried chicken. For dinner tonight, we're having Tennessee hot chicken and a salad. And I've been playing around with the crust on this. This time I added 50% regular flour, a cup and a half, and then I added a half a cup of almond flour, a cup of coconut flour, and that was enough to do 30 pieces of chicken, because I did 3 whole chickens, cut them into 10 pieces. And I still had like a cup of the crumbs, the coating left. But I went ahead and I counted for the whole thing, and I think this is going to work. It gives a beautiful crust. So that's what I'm going to do for my lower carb meals as far as this hot Tennessee chicken. This is delicious. On Wednesday, I just heated up a spiral ham, made some scalloped potatoes for the kids, and green beans. For dinner tonight, we're having spiraled ham, some au gratin potatoes, and some green beans. On Thursday, we went and had Thanksgiving dinner at one of our local hotels here. I didn't have to do dishes, and this is like a first. I have cooked just about every holiday meal for the last 30 years, so it was a real treat for me. For the first course, we're having a Caesar salad. For Thanksgiving dinner, we're having turkey with a stuffing, green beans, cranberry sauce, a gravy, and a little bit of mashed potatoes on the bottom. On Friday, I took just some hamburger patties and cooked them in a pan and made a mushroom cream sauce. And it took literally like 10 or 15 minutes. It's definitely a keeper type recipe I'm gonna have on hand. And then we used up the leftover green beans and scalloped potatoes. Wonderful dinner. I'm cooking 4 hamburger patties with salt and pepper over medium heat. You will also need a half of a small onion diced, a large clove of garlic, 1/3 cup heavy whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of brandy, 1/4 cup of water, a teaspoon of better than bouillon base, or you could use a beef bouillon cube. I also have 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms. I've removed the cooked hamburger patties. I'm going to add the onions right to the same pan. Turn the heat on low and let these cook low and slow. The onions have cooked down. They look beautiful. So I'm going to add the garlic, let that cook for a minute, and then add the mushrooms. We're just going to cook the mushrooms on low for a couple of minutes. Now that the mushrooms have cooked down a little bit, I turned off the flame. I'm going to add the brandy. I'm also going to add the water along with that bouillon base. I'll turn the heat back on low. Let this cook for a minute or two. I'm going to add the heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to add the hamburger patties back into the sauce along with any of the drippings from the meat on the platter. All right, I'm just going to keep this at a low simmer for maybe just a couple of minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, just to kind of get the patties coated and get everything married. So I went ahead and I meal prepped these. The mushroom sauce with the onion and garlic and the brandy is excellent. Ken and I are just going to have green beans with ours. And the boys, I had some leftover scalloped potatoes, so I added that to theirs. So there we go. Everyone is going to be happy. I'm going to get these into the fridge. And then all we need to do is just microwave it and dinner is served. Saturday we had taco salads. The boys had ground beef burritos. For dinner tonight, the boys are having ground beef and cheese burritos. Ken and I are having taco salad with a little bit of ranch dressing, avocado, and tomato. Sunday we had barbecue chicken, and I used some of this G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce. And it was nice to finally find the sugar-free barbecue sauce. I had been using a homemade Gibson's white Alabama sauce before. So now this gives us a bigger variety when barbecuing some chicken. Then I tried a new recipe from Caitlin's Kitchen, and it was for loaded baked cauliflower, like a twice baked cauliflower. And it had cream cheese, sour cream, green onions, Parmesan cheese, bacon, grated cheddar cheese. What's not to like about that? Excellent recipe. For dinner tonight, we're having loaded cauliflower with barbecue chicken and green beans. I'm getting ready to make some twice baked cauliflower. This is a low carb dish. I have a head of cauliflower, 4 ounces of cream cheese, a half a cup of sour cream, 6 onions sliced, a fourth a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 6 slices of bacon cooked and crumbled, and a cup of sharp cheddar. I'm going to go ahead and get the cauliflower chopped up into small pieces. I'm going to get this into some boiling salted water and cook it until it's tender. I went ahead and drained the cauliflower, and I'm going to start adding some of the ingredients: the cream cheese, sour cream, and using a potato masher, start mashing the cauliflower. In with the cheddar cheese, Parmesan cheese, and green onions. And I'm going to put about half of the bacon in, and then I'll save some of it to put on top of the casserole dish. Get this all mixed together. I put everything in a 13x9 baking dish, and I topped it with a little bit more cheese and the reserved crumbled bacon, putting it into a 350-degree oven and cooking it for 20 to 25 minutes. I just want to say that this recipe is excellent, and I'm really impressed with this barbecue sauce. This is the first time I've tried it. Well, that's our meal plan for this week. You guys have a blessed week, and until the next video, I'll talk to you guys later. Happy meal planning.